What's the best Tremec transmission for your car? So we have in front of us three of the most common Tremec transmissions that we see swapped into muscle cars, classic trucks, and etc. And there are some benefits and some drawbacks of each of them. Starting here with the old TKO. This is a standby Tremec 5-speed transmission. We've had these in a ton of old muscle cars. The Chevelle here has a TKO in it, and it's great transmission. Fifth gear is overdriven, so if you're swapping it in place of, like an old Muncie 4-speed or an old Turbo 350 automatic, it's a great upgrade. They handle lots of power. They're rated to 600 foot-pounds, and what we have next to it here is the TKX, which is basically the upgraded version of the TKO. This was kind of based on OE architecture, whereas the TKX was engineered from the ground up to work better in an old muscle car classic truck. And internally, they've made some improvements. There's bearings on the rails where these had O-rings, and there's a 3-piece synchro ring in place of the old brass synchros in the TKO. But to us, the thing that we have found to be the biggest deal with the TKX is the size of it. So TKO is a top loader, so you have this big plate on the top, you have these box shapes on the top, and when we have put these into old muscle cars, you always have to either build a new tunnel or reshape the old tunnel, whereas the TKX, the top is more like what you'd see on a Muncie 4-speed, and in fact, we just found, mocking this transmission up into our C10, that this fits under the stock C10 transmission tunnel. So that alone is a huge improvement. Now, next to the TKX, we have the Magnum, which is based on a T56. And this is basically a modern supercar transmission. It was first engineered for the Viper. And really, the reason you would want to consider one of these over a TKX is, one, you need two overdrives. Fifth gear and sixth gear are overdriven, so you have a big spread of gears, or you need the increased power handling. Where this handles 600 foot-pounds, this will handle 700 foot-pounds. The real drawback to a Magnum is it's just big. We have put these in old cars before too, and you have to build a pretty significant tunnel, and it's just hard to package these, whereas this is a lot easier to package.